Wow, by the time they add shipping and everything, it's $60. I still, It's over 13.65 for shipping. Oh, I'll skip it. That's okay. I'll skip it. That still seems like a bit much. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, though. It sounds like an interesting book. Even though it's 4 years old, that doesn't matter to me how old it is. It sounded like an interesting book. I just slid those stitches right off when I was trying to slide these stitches down. But it's better than $349 for the book. $349 just seemed a ridiculous number. Yeah. I mean, where's it coming from? The other side of the world, maybe, to be that expensive? And there's no PDF version available. There is of my 2 books, but only through me. Which I don't understand. When I paid the publisher, I paid them not only for the hard copy, the printed copy, as well as the e-copy. And now they're not doing the e-book. And I'm not going to pay them another $50 to do an e-book. I've already given it to them in PDF form. I don't know what else they need for the ebook. They needed some other kind of format, and it's like, well, I paid the money. You can't format it? I mean, I don't understand. I can't, there's nothing in my computer programs that will allow me to do that format that they're asking for. So I don't know. It's kind of sad to have to pay more again for it. I guess if people want an e-copy, I could sell them an e-copy. I don't know. I don't know how else to do it. I would sell it in Ravelry, but I'm not going through Ravelry anymore. Not after the political garbage they pulled. I don't feel that I can trust that site anymore with my stuff. And I don't know how it would work like through Etsy or through anywhere else. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm being picky or anything. It's just a difficult situation because I've already paid for the service and they're not providing the service that I paid for. So I don't know. Kind of a tough call. I don't know why some publishers have to make everything so complicated either. It's not. It shouldn't. There's no reason for it to be that complicated. everything's written out, so there's not like anything special they have to do with it. I mean, it's just a file. I don't know. I don't get why they charge so much for stuff. Is this yeah, this is a cabled row. So here you go with our cables. We'll purl our first 3, and this is cable 6 forward or cable 6 to the front. Do they offer to tell you how to get the program? No, they don't. It's like everything else with them. You have to figure it out yourself, even though you've paid them money. What, you know, I question, what am I paying them for? I mean, seriously, I've done all the work for everything. All they have to do is print it and bind it. I mean, you know, and even with the ebook, all they have to do is email it out. I don't understand. Now, when I get ebooks, it comes in PDF format, so my computer will read it. So I don't understand this other format. Does that mean, I don't know. Do I need a special program then to be able to get books now, or I didn't think so. I don't know. It's confusing. I think they make it confusing on purpose. They just like to mess with your head. It shouldn't be that, it really shouldn't be that complicated. Okay, I did that. Was over the back, so this one needs to go over the front. Yeah, if I hire another person, that's more money out the door, so I might as well just pay him again, right? It's kind of defeating the whole purpose, or the whole argument, the whole issue. You know, I've already paid them for the ebook. They got their money. They don't care. They have all the files, so they don't have a problem printing the book. So why would they have a problem with creating the e-file with the PDFs that have already been submitted? That's what I don't get. If they need to convert it into something else to do a special e-file, then they have to switch it back over to PDF in order to mail it to somebody, don't they? I still have to claim taxes and stuff. And 11. I mean, they've definitely gotten their money's worth out of it. Plus, they keep a portion of all sales. Hey, hey. What, sweetie? Hi, baby. I'm in the middle of a row, honey. What you need? No, you just want pets. Oh, you just want pets. You just want some more attention. Because all the attention you had earlier just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. See, I don't know. Please stop. Stop. I know you're there, honey. Mama can't sit here and pet you all day. No, you had 3 hours of attention earlier. Is you that much of a baby? Is you a 9-year-old baby? Is you a 9-year-old baby? Abby. Seriously. Yes, pets from human. Human give pets. If I'm not careful, she's gonna jump up here. I just know it. I can feel her intentions. So yeah, a lot of progress made this morning, considering I had to frag this completely out and start over. Yeah. This ear needs scratchies too. That ear needs scratchies too. Okay, I mean, no. 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 Mama needs to knit, sweetie. She really wants to get this done. I'm pretty positive. I know I'm not at the length I need. 12. So only 4 more inches to go. It's not bad. We'll be there in no time with bulky yarn. Be there in no time. Then we'll be doing the decreases for under the arm. So we need at least 4 rows here before we do the next cable. Okay, she's cleaning herself now, so we're good for a little bit. Little Miss Unriness. Mia's probably still napping on the dining room floor. In a box. Any box on the floor, Mia's in it. At least until it either makes it through the trash or in the recycle. Oh, bless you, sweetie. You got sneezes now? She's just too cute for her own good. I need to back away from the table a little bit more. Give some space here for this to be able to settle down, maybe. Maybe I need a longer cable. Maybe that would help. And off she goes. Mailman is here. Yay. Hubby be home in about an hour. I guess the mail can sit in the box that long, right? Okay. Have to rework across this one and back again. Oh, somebody's cutting grass. Then I need to do more cables. Cable, 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 cable. Cables, cables, cables. I like doing them because they keep interest. Cables. And there are some cable stitches that are more complicated than others. Like some of them have more of a seed stitch section. It can get confusing if it's in the middle of a cable. But as long as you can keep your perspective on it, I find that they're easy to do and it helps keep the project less complicated in your mind. Look, there's a piece of grass. Who knows how old that piece of grass is? Since the pattern itself was printed in 1989, so who knows how long this has been sitting. And says the crow. Mr. Rooster. Bubba-roo back there. Isn't this one of those songs off of a soap opera? Or it used to be called the soap opera. I think they just call them dramas now. Drama shows. Seems familiar in that way, anyway. Okay, cable row. Whoop whoop. So 3 to the front. Knit to 3. Slip these 3 back on. I'm going to pinch these. I'm pinching this together so when I pull this out, I can easily get the right needle back in. No biggie. There you go. Got a purl after the cables. Kind of set those in. This line is staying 2 knits all the way up through the whole thing, creating a line up the middle. There's actually 2 lines here, before and after the 9-stitch cable. Purl. Okay, 9-stitch cable. We went up over the top, so we're gonna do the second 6. So you can knit the first 3. Next 3 will be held to the back, so pull your yarn to the front. Knit these 3. I'm going to take the left needle behind everything, including working yarn. I'm grabbing those 3 from behind. I'm going to pinch this all together. Take the right needle, pick up those 3 that I just knit. Make sure this yarn goes up over the back needles so you can have the yarn behind them to knit them. And then more purls. These 2 stay knit. More purls. Slip 3. Knit 3. Since these are slipped to the front, I go to the front to grab them. So I want this side up over the top of that side. I'm pinching between these two fingers. I'm pulling this needle out so I can grab the 3 that I already knit, and now knit the ones from the front. And our cables are done. Booyah, just like that. And turn. It's getting longer. Getting longer and a little harder to manage. More the length than anything else. Knit, purl knit, purl knit, purl knit, purl knit, and purl. The back side of these purl columns are knit, so on this side we knit them. Now there's such a thing as reversible cables too, and that's done via the ribbing stitch. Your cables are usually in tiny needles, and if you try to do them without a cable needle, you tend to drop them. Aw. Yeah, I can understand that. I've done like cabled socks before. Little practice, you can do them without a cable needle if you wanted to. Just takes practice and understanding. I usually, with the smaller yarns, instead of pinching horizontally, I'll pinch vertically. So I'll pinch underneath the stitches, so when I pull them off and go to shift them around, it's easier to do without worry about them running down. Yeah, that's just the method that I've come up, but I find with the worsted weight and the bulkier weights, it's easier to pinch them horizontally than it is vertically. Maybe it's just the bulkiness of the yarn that makes up that difference. That very well could be. I never really thought about it until now. It's just something that I've automatically have done. But I know when I was knitting and wanted to be more efficient in my knitting so that it would go a little faster. Of course, crochet will always go faster than knitting. Stitches are chunky, then they don't want to, chunky, and they don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, makes a bit of a difference. Oh, that's looking so good on camera. Look at that, gorgeous. I love doing cables. It's interesting too. I've done a few Afghans and a cable stitch similar to this, but it was like 3 more stitches wider, so it was a 4 going whichever way, but it's like this strand was one color if you follow the knitting, and then this strand was another color. Totally doable. It takes a little more patience and making sure that the colored yarn, whichever way you're going, whether it's going in front of the work or up underneath the work, making sure those strands are on the back side. Right, Veggie? I totally get that. Definitely cozy. Definitely. thick and cozy. Yes, this is definitely going to be a very warm cardigan for whoever ends up with it. I have no clue. I'm not even sure my husband wants it, but it'd probably be big on him, as I did not decide on the size. I am just finishing what somebody else had started. And with a not really a full pattern to go by. I have a crocheted afghan also sitting here that belongs to a cousin that I need to repair, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add yarn to it, and I'm positive, pretty positive, that I do not have that same color in yarn, but I'll have to see if I have something in my collection that's at least close to the colors in order to make the proper repairs. So that'll be an interesting feat. I probably should need to get to working on that too and get it repaired. I don't know when I'll be seeing them next. Yeah. I like to have it finished before Christmas time though. Yarn to the front as this is a purl stitch to start. Maybe if I go that way with it, maybe that would work out better. I don't know. Trying to make good adjustments to where it's not pulling my arms down and causing muscle fatigue. It's been a few hours too. It's probably about time to change up what project I'm working on. But I don't know. I feel like I do need to make this cable a little bit longer. Probably feel like I'm fighting it. Considering it. Maybe I wouldn't fight it as hard or as much as if I went on a longer cable. Doesn't have to be super duper long. It's just longer than the one I'm working with. Yeah, okay. Let me give this cable a try. Not that it's not working on this, I just feel like the stitches would slide better back and forth if I had a longer cable. I wouldn't be fighting it to go around the curve, the corner, to go in the circle. Always twist on the metal, not the wood. Sorry, twist on the metal, not the wood. I've broken a couple that way. Actually, that one right there. Let me push it down that way, that one right there. I broke the metal. That's off the screen. Broke the metal off of that one. Or I broke the wood off the metal on that one. So now it's as good as like a DPN. I could put this end in a pencil sharpener. I'm gonna leave that out. I'm just gonna kind of close this out because I'll be back in it in a minute to swap these out. Either that or I just need more lap space. Just need more lap space. That's what it is. No cables this row, next front row. Next front side row, though I will need to do cable. And maybe some decreases. Which means I should probably take a measurement. There we go. I'll put this tip and hole onto this cable. There we go. Put the key back in the baggie so I don't misplace it. And we'll put this short little cable back in the container. As far as that stuff there. Go back into here. Still pretty sure that this isn't 17, 14. So after this next cable repeat, it should be pretty close, because it seemed like last time I measured just before the last cable, it was 2 inches in between those two. Last time I measured it was 12. What a sweet girl. Apparently they decided they needed to get the grass cut before it rains. Although now it's looking brighter out. I'm seeing shadows again. Thought there's a possibility of rain this evening. Of course, I would probably have a better judgment of that if I look at an actual radar. Bowman is now streaming. Usually he pops in. Usually she pops in here. She's been doing more streaming lately. Sweet. Oh, Abby, my goodness, it's the end of the world. What? Oh my goodness, sweetie. It did get sunny out. Ugh. I'm struggling just as much with the longer cable as I was the shorter cable, so it didn't make any difference. But hey, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. It's looking gorgeous. Okay, give me radar. Goodness, goodness, goodness. It looks like most of the rain is going to be south of us. We might get a little bit skirting off the top of the storm moving through. Looks like pretty spotty showers here and there all over. This is a cable row, so 3 to the front. Knit 3. I'll swap these 3 with those 3, so I'm pitching horizontally with that. Continuing on, purling. Knitting 2. See how that looks tight, but after we get another row or 2 on there, this twist will be able to loosen up a bit. Everybody's posting their cross stitch as it is National Cross Stitch Day. I have some cross stitch that I'd like to do, but I don't know. Don't feel I have the mind for it today. I don't have one of those erasable pen marker thingies in order to put the design on the fabric first. The only other thing I can think of doing is maybe figuring out a way to tape this fabric onto the try to leave most everything in here. So what I'd have to do, since this is the pattern and there's nothing on the fabric, I thought I would take like a light box and put a light box behind it, or lay this on top of the light box, get it in position to where my fold marks are centered with the actual pattern. Tape it down to the light box so I can see through and where I need to do my stitching. I don't know any other way of accomplishing that other than that method, but it's a very cute cross stitch. Here's what it's supposed to look like, even though there isn't red in there. There's some red. I'd have to find red somewhere. I have a cross stitch box somewhere else, but the threads that they included, there is no red in there. I don't know why they don't give you the right colors you need to do the project. They even included right there is the needle. See, it's got the purple mark on there. They have all the rest of the threads. They don't have that one strand of red you would need to the red part for the word "you" on there. That's the only part where there's red. They have plenty of 2 oranges, a yellow, a very pale green. I'd probably change out the green too, because that's the only section with green. And they have a pretty blue in there. Yeah, right there's the blue, the green, yellow, orange. I'll use the paler orange, and then I'll do, oh no, I'll pull from my collection to get the red. And of course there is a nice pale pink in there for the inside of the ears. And this is kind of a yellow orange and a yellow for the horn. And of course the black outlines. I don't know. You think as a kit they would give you all the colors. They had enough purple, although I'm thinking about pulling pink out of and making that more of a pink, or maybe a brighter aqua color. I don't know. I know it is National Cross Stitch Day, and I don't do that much cross stitch, so I just I have other things I'd rather get done. I know a lot of the other channels are observing or doing cross stitch because it's National Cross Stitch Day. Or is it International Cross Stitch Day? There we go. Abby baby. Abby baby. Abby. Okay, yep, we need to do the cable here. Got myself distracted enough to forget I was on a cable row. Oh, sweetheart, please. Oops. I have a phone call I have to take. I'll be back in just a moment. Move. Move. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Uh-oh. Oh. There's two more skeins of it, two more balls of it. No, there's two more balls of it. That's it. I suppose, but then the next blanket is going to have to be smaller because it'll be less available to make it with. You think the pink will go with the green in the blanket? Yeah, well, I gave you enough to make two blankets. I gave you enough to make two blankets. There should have been enough to make two blankets. That's okay. I can bring by another green. I can bring by another green. It'll make the other blanket or the next green blanket smaller. Because you're using pink? Yeah, because the pink goes with the variegated to make the other one. The pink goes with the variegated to make your second blanket. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to give you the whole thing and you work what you need to work and then I'll take it back to work with the other green to make a blanket. But I'm just saying the other green blanket is going to have to be smaller taken from this fall. That's all. No biggie. Okay. Yeah, it's really long. Well, most baby blankets aren't square. Most blankets are more rectangle than square. Alright. Yeah, I don't go in town, and the only time I go into town is for church. The only time I ever go into town anymore is for church. Yeah. Okay. Either that or I can come drop it off at your porch and just go for a drive. Pretty much. Alright. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Talk to you later. Okay. You're welcome. Bye. Sorry about that. She's like, I got a bit of a dilemma. Hey, Tantail, you been lurking? How did this jumper come into my hands? It was at an estate sale that a friend purchased, but she doesn't know how to knit. And so she wanted me to come by and look at the knit stuff to see if there was things that I felt I could finish or work on, or because there were several projects kind of mostly done and just need a little bit more done to them to finish them up. And she'd hate to rip out, somebody else's work. So I was like, yeah, sure, I can. Don't chew on my yarn. I'll slap you silly, girl. Ugh. Goodness, goodness. Abby. So that's how I kind of come across it. But it's been sitting in a tote here for 2, maybe 3 years. You have a chunky cardigan like this? The other half's grandmother gave it to you to finish someday. Yeah, that's something very similar to that. But apparently she didn't, or they didn't have any other family to give it to, or no one else, in the family wanted it to finish, or maybe nobody else in the family knew how to knit or crochet or go about finishing such items, so it was a part of a estate sale. So yeah, good question though. Looks like Veggie went over to somebody else's chat. Or maybe went in more than one. That's totally possible too. Hey, goodness. I have to say, this is working out pretty quickly, being chunky yarn. Just have to exaggerate my stitches a little more. And it'll be quite different if I go back to my other project. Okay. How we doing, guys? Okay, so 4 rows pretty much plain. And then we do some more cables. Cables. How are you doing, Tantail? You got a project you have going on? Hopefully I can finish up the things I have sitting here and get my sewing machine in better working order so that I can get the liner sewn into that beach bag that I finished here. This one here. So, absolutely love how this came out. And then I'll put the bamboo handles on it. But I need to do something with my sewing machine so I can make the liner. It's a fabric liner. That'll help keep the cotton also from stretching. Thank you, it is pretty. I do like it a lot. We're going to use it for as one of our grocery bags. And you would think more places would appreciate you bringing your own empty bags. Because you're saving them money, for one, for not buying all the plastic bags. Thank you, thank you. So one more plain row, and then a cable row, and then I think we'll need to work on the decrease for under the arm after that, because we'll be at the right length. Yay! Back to where I was yesterday. It's only taken me, what, 3 hours to get there? 3 hours, 2 phone calls. I had to cut up some frozen fruit for the chickens to take out there. That took a few minutes. Yeah, I did tan tail because when I was redoing, when I was started this half, I was doing it the same as the front half that was already done. So I had to start over and completely over because this would have been the seed stitch section here would have been on the wrong side. So basically I was making 2 right panels instead of a right panel and a left panel. Yeah. So I had to start completely over this morning and pretty much run all of the cable pattern completely backwards. So instead of starting with seed stitch, I needed to end with the seed stitch. Yeah. I am really familiar with it now. Yes. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I didn't think about that when I was doing it. I thought, okay, I just need to make another panel, sew it on, and I'll be good to go. But then I held it up there and I'm like, oh, the cables are on the inside and not the outside. So totally had to frog the entire thing and start over. But it's okay. I got good practice. I got really good practice at these cables and working with bulky yarn. I guess I needed more practice working with bulky yarn. That's all that boils down to. It's okay. I'm fine with it. Because bulky yarn works up pretty quickly. Ooh, you're in hiding from the Gemini? Okay. Well, I didn't think the Gemini was too bad. After you got, especially after you got past the lacy section, it got easy, really easy. Because then it turns into just knitting in the round. Yeah, assuming the sizing is okay. Yes, I gotcha. I understand. Because I restarted that one, what, 3 times too, didn't I? I think. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now we're into the seed. Pearl knit, pearl knit, pearl knit. Turn. Abby, you bite this, you'll be in trouble. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I see you. Mm-hmm. I see you. Yes, I see you, baby. Yes, I'm still sitting here talking to nobody. I know. I know, it's weird. It's okay. This what this is what I do now. Okay. You're not fussed by the lace, really? So long as you pay attention. It was just the joining that exhausted you. I gotcha. I totally understand. I redid that 3 times too. Yes. Uh-huh. I did that too. Abby Cat. Yes. She liked to chat too. Yes, she's very chatty, alright. Yes, very chatty. Are you a chatty Kathy? Maybe you should have named you Kathy. Hmm? Hmm? Abby Abernacle. I know. Abby Abernacle. Mm-hmm. You're such a good loving kitty though. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know. I know. She's right here. She's right here. Mm-hmm. She's like, just pet me. You love her little chats. Oh, oh, oh my. All right. Yes. Okay. And how is this working for you? Because it's not working for me. Abby, this is not working. Oh, goodness. Yes. Always meows at me. Always, always. What? No space for me? I know. Right. She will make space. That's right. She does. She does that very well. She's been known to jump in my lap and lay on the project so I can't do anything. Yes, Kitty. She went to the other room. She's snacking now. Maybe she's not happy with the food she got today and she just, I don't know, has to come tell me about it. She didn't eat much of yesterday's food. Cool cat. Don't forget to stay hydrated, everybody. Must be something on this day. All the cats seem to be going wonky. Right. What do you think? Is this, yep, this is a cable row. I had to rethink on that. So 3 to the front, knit 3, go across the front, grab those 3. I'm gonna pinch these together and pull this needle out, put it back in those 3. I'm gonna go ahead and knit these. Oops, I only did part of that one. Now my purl stitches, knit 2, purl stitches, 3, 4. I always stop to look at this cable because it's 9 stitches instead of 6. This one went over, so now this side here's got to go over that. So these first 3 just get knit. And this one's going under those, so I have to pull the yarn to the front, put them to the back, knit these 3, and I will go to the back, pick up these 3, and hubby is home. Slip this out and put those 3 back on. Slip 3, knit 3 to the front, grab those 3. I'm going to pinch these together, slip those back on, and now swap them back out. I'm surprised it's sunny. I know we have rain coming, and I think we're getting just the tops, the very top of what's coming through. It's probably just enough to keep it humid here instead of cooling it down. It's all the rain we were supposed to get, we probably aren't going to get. Oh gosh, I may have to water some plants today or tonight if it doesn't rain. Of course, it's been so humid it stays damp overnight, so I think that's how a lot of the plants have been getting hydrated. You keep getting the rain. They were supposed to get rain and then we don't get it, and then they tell us more rain coming through and then we don't get it, and it's like, okay. Okay, seat stitch. I know we were supposed to get rain yesterday and we never got rain. I actually made it out to cut the grass. There we go. Yeah, is Papa home? Yeah, you come to tell me? Yeah, good girl, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Did you go say hi? I know you didn't.
Pretty much junk and junk for you. And I got kind of junk for me.
3 official cards enclosed. Keeping you safe on the road. You're right. The only way you can keep me safe on the road is make all the other drivers move out of the way.
Only problem with that is the closest tow truck company that honors AAA is Columbus.
Yeah, I know. I don't want AAA anyway. I'm fine with the roadside service we have. Hey! Oh, this orneriness today. Yay. One of these times. One of these times. Going back to lurk. Thank you. I think we are at the decrease row. And of course, we're almost at the end of our strand, so I don't think this strand is going to make it all the way across. Huh? What?
Just had something catch my eye. I figured out what it was and I
Okay. Was it me that caught your eye or something else? Because if I don't catch your eye, there's a problem. Right? Am I wrong there? Okay, we'll try to finish off that skein, but we need to, as in I, need to decrease on this side for under the arm. I should probably measure first. Yep. So go ahead and start. Oops, I'm off screen. Sorry about that. Start decreasing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. It's fun that we're all working on projects. No. I don't want you in here if you're going to be that way. Chewing on knitting needles attached to my good egg sweater. I don't think so. She's being Miss Orneriness now that Papa's home. And turn. Alright, this is where I had it at last night. I had the decrease and a few rows done. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Life, life, life. Sometimes gets crazy. Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. And turn. Fix everything because we keep shifting everything every time we have to turn. That's okay. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm so glad I decided to finish this project rather than dragging it out completely. Even though there was a bit of frustration at the start to figure out what exactly was going on with the pattern. I got it now. Okay, so under the arm is done. So now I knit. Let's see, that was under the arm, so there's 2, 4, 6. We'll do up a few rows and then we'll start decreasing on this side, I believe. shape. Okay, next front side row, I'll need to cable again. Knit, purl knit, we're back into the seed stitch. Purl knit, purl knit, and purl. Whoop whoop. Next time I'm on the front side, I will need to do the cables. And both cables to the front. I need to stop. Stop and stretch. Get your stretches in. Don't forget to twist your back. Sitting for a while can do that. Stretch my legs out. Okay. I might need to ball another one of these up to finish this. Do do do. Oh. Do 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 do. Hey, kitty. How you doing, darling? Cable 3 forward. Knit 3. Swap them out. Not too bad. Might try to make a hat for someone on Twitch. Very nice. Just waiting for him to tell you what size. Yeah. He said he would support you, and that's nice. Very nice. And my husband told me I didn't have to work. But I do have to do something. I can't just sit at home and do nothing. That is why I am involved in doing so many charity things. You need him to try the pattern? Oh, you need to try the cable pattern. It's fun. It's actually, I enjoy doing cables. Maybe you can do a cabled hat. Figure out how many stitches you need for his hat and maybe figure out a cable pattern that would work. This one here takes 6 stitches. This one here takes 9. You just have to put some space before and after it. At least, I would say at least 3 stitches. Because it is pretty, it's still pretty stretchy. I don't use a cable needle or DPN or anything for that. Nope. You can. I mean, it doesn't make that much difference whether you do or don't. It's just making sure that the stitches don't get away from you. I mean, if you're newer at cables, most definitely use a DPN or a cable needle because that would definitely make it much easier. Even if the cable needle or DPN, as you can see, this one's bent up, that you use is either equivalent of the one you're using or smaller. It doesn't have to be the exact same size, but if it's smaller, it still works just fine. I was using a pencil. Oh, yeah. Anything you have on hand will work. Even if it's a straight needle, you can slip it onto a straight needle, but then you have to slip those stitches back to your left needle so that you could knit them. It doesn't need to be the same size. It could be smaller and it's fine. Because it's your right hand needle that you're working with that is creating your gauge. This is just simply holding the stitches. But since I'm working back and forth, both my needles need to be the same size because I am going back and forth with it. What's up? Oh, she spent a lot of time up. Yeah, and it's not exactly a cool day either.
It was shady.
It's very. Very humid though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It was very
it's
humid
supposed to be
today.
very
I've been
hot.
out. I probably need to give the chickens something more cold.
I probably spent a good hour trying to scrub that signal down, getting all the green out of it.
Well,
Come off easy, there's just a lot of it to get off.
I understand. Yeah, I thought so. The kid's got his dog with him. They probably just made another mess in my yard. I don't know why he feels the need to give his dog a walk on his bicycle and come down to my yard so that he could poop in my yard. Ridiculous. Yeah, that kid with the dog. It's the same kid and the same dog. Uh huh. That's irritating. Yeah, I already talked to the parents. Parents don't give a rip. Part of the problem, the parents don't give a rip. Oh, they know. I talked to them the other day and told them I had a camera, and I even showed them on my phone the kid right there on his bike letting the dog poop in my yard and not cleaning it up. I don't want to take it that far, but still. If anything else, I'll clean up the poop and I'll put it underneath their doorstep so when they step out in the morning, there's stuff in it. No, they don't care what their kids do. That's part of the problem. I don't know why it irritates me so much, but I don't have a dog. I should not have to clean up after other people's dogs. I mean, it's just. Another thing, my husband probably doesn't give a rip from Brad's ass. Yeah, I know. That's just a little irritating. Oops. Need to start decreasing on this side. Ay, 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 ay. Guess I'm getting tired. It's been almost 4 hours now. I probably should get a snack or something. Maybe that is the problem. I made some mango salsa the other day, yesterday. At the end of this box here. Yeah, some of this is, labels are starting to turn yellow. That, unfold that. Here's, see a yarn here going across the center. That's where it's split.
Exotic Kitty 3 said.
Woo! Okay. Said what? I don't know what's with the voiceover. Alright, I got the Swift out here. Because it's a little off to the side, you guys can't see it yet. I need to move it a little closer to me. Spicy! Didn't add flakes nor avocado oil. Here's the knot. Cut off the knots. Cut off the knot. Goes in my fiber fill. And one of these ends, and I will start bowing. I'm just gonna make it into a ball. Hey, Jane Wayne! Jane Wayne! Woohoo! Look at that fun, speedy, smiley emote. The knitting needles almost look like antlers. It's so stinking cute. We have another lurker. Oopsie. You wish it was a little straight. Oh no, I think it's cute. It's perfectly fine, Exotic Kitty. Exotic Kitty made the emote for us there. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfectly fine. This is another one of those old yarns that has a lot of extra flyaway fibers. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you're the artist. Thank you, thank you. I'm very rusty at drawing on the computer. Actually, the desktop computer actually has the mouse pad and a pen. You use the pen to draw on the mouse pad. It's actually fantastic for drawing things into the computer. I wouldn't mind, I don't know. Did I not cut that knot off? I thought I cut that knot off. I was pretty sure I cut. Yeah, I cut that knot off. I did cut that knot off. Oh yeah, there's another knot. That's okay. It's gonna be alright. I need a snack, y'all. I need a snack. Nice tight knot. Now we can trim off the ends. There we go. And now that's gonna go down in there. I don't know if my Discord button is working. I don't think any of my commands are working. But there's my Discord for today. Apparently they're only good for one day. Alright. Yarn is attached to this side. And we are making a mess of my table. Well, we as in me. Yeah, it's all you guys' fault. I'm making a mess of this table. It's all your fault. Okay, what's with the commands? Come on. Yeah, I've been working on Jane, I had started this completely over again. So all this work I have done since this morning. Because when I started this other panel, I was doing it exact same as the other one. So I was making two right sides and not a left side. So for the left side, I had to do the complete opposite. So my seed stitches need to be on the opposite side that they were on. So when I jotted down in my notes, I started with the 11 seed stitch. Well, I had the right number of stitches, but I should have gone from the bottom up instead of the top down. Yeah, I realized that after I had decreased for under the arm and started up the side. Yeah. So a little bit of a boo-boo. Yeah, you would have done the same thing? Yes. See? See, because I'm not working off an exact pattern is part of the problem. Well, it's not just that I knit that fast, it's that this is also bulky yarn and size 11 needles. So it does go a little faster. Yeah, so I really had to start over this morning. Yes. Mhm. You would have thrown it out. Nah. You don't want to throw it out. Is this a cable row? No. The next front side row will be a cable row. No, I want to get it done. Of course, there's a lot of things sitting here that I want to get done. So in other words, you would have put it in timeout. You've restarted the baby sock 4 times now, trying to get the short roll heel right. Ah, short roll heel, yes. Pretty much divide your stitches by 3. If you have more, those more go into the middle, and then you work back and forth with your short rows till you have just those center stitches left, and then you work back out. You think you're gonna make a smoothie? Ooh, I'll take a strawberry banana smoothie, Pete, please. Well, problem is you're gonna get big holes on one side. I also like mango smoothies. I mean, if you're gonna make and share. I probably shouldn't have decreased on this side quite yet. The pattern you're using double wraps the stitches as you go back and forth, picking up the wraps. Ah, wrap and turn, yep. Wrap and turn. We're the same, Exotic Kitty? Yeah. I like the fruity ones for sure. I think baby socks are fun. They go fast too. Several good patterns out there for those. Okay, cable row. I don't think I'm supposed to decrease quite yet. That measures up there. I got a couple more rows before I do the decrease. Maybe I should measure. Go by measurements, it's the easy way. The easiest way. Especially when you don't have a pattern to go by. Keeps it interesting. Alrighty. Purl 2, knit 2 for the shoulder. How many shoulder? Well, I'll figure that out later. No, I need to figure that out now. I had this figured out once before. Okay, so I need a stitch marker right here. Oh yeah, we dropped it on. I keep saying we. I dropped it on the floor. Okay. I think I need a snack. I'm thinking about that mango salsa. 2, 3, 4. Oh, this was a cable row. I didn't cable that one. Tink. Time to tink. Was all into counting. So paying attention to my stitches. Now I have to tink. 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 Tink and tink. Now I need to send these 3 to the back. Actually, I'm going to put them on this DPN. It's very rounded, crooked DPN. Hold it to the back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. Slip 3, hold them to the front. I need to knit those 3. That's how you use a cable needle. Darn. It's 4 o'clock already. Three, 4. Is my smoothie ready, Exotic Kitty? What kind did you make? He was digging in the yarn. Uh-oh. Do, 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 do. Think you didn't do the math right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was wrong with that pattern? Oops, that was supposed to be 4. This one's 6. And nothing wrong with the pattern? Just not working out the way you needed it to. Ugh. Three, 4, 5, 6. Seed stitch. Didn't have smaller sizes. Gotcha, I understand.